A scandal that has now been dubbed Maina Gate sweeps the country as Nigerians watch in amazement. I'm Linda Akibe, and you're welcome to the Gavel. The messy scandal involving the return and reinstatement of the former chairman, Presidential Task Force on Pension Funds, Mr. Abdulrasheed Maina, has been playing out in the country in the last few weeks. Now, in what lawmakers describe as a collective slap on the faces of Nigerians, both chambers of the National Assembly are holding investigative hearings to find out how a fugitive not only returned to the country, but was reabsorbed into the civil service.
It's a hurricane which is swept across the country. The scandal of the return and reinstatement of the former chairman of the Presidential Task Force on Pension Funds, Mr. Abdulrasheed Maina. It's a scandal which continues to shock the nation. One which has thrown up more questions than answers. How did Mr. Maina, a fugitive wanted by the EFCC, get back into the country? And why was he reinstated into the civil service? An investigative report from the Aloysius Ad-Hoc Committee in the 7th Assembly had accused Mr. Maina of embezzling pension funds. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission also accused Mr. Maina of offences bordering on procurement fraud and obtaining by false pretense. The EFCC also accused Mr. Maina of allegedly being complicit in the over 2 billion naira pensions biometric scam in the office of the head of the civil service. The EFCC subsequently declared him wanted, and he's been at large. The appearance and reinstatement of Mr. Maina into the service is seen as an embarrassment by lawmakers in the Senate and House of Representatives, and consequently, both houses have launched separate investigations into the matter. On the first day of the investigative hearing in the House of Representatives, the key players in the saga explained their roles in the matter.
In January 2017, the Commission received a letter from the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, reference number HAGF/FCSC/2017/11, dated 19th January 2017, which was also copied to the Office of Head of Service and the Permanent Secretary of Interior, demanding the update of the reinstatement of Mr. Maina. This we did, and we confirmed to it that Mr. Maina is still a dismissed officer in the service. Again, the Attorney General sent another letter to us, that the second letter, which has reference HAGF/2017/41/3, dated 27th April 2017. There, the Attorney General referred to the fact that he represents...
Acting Chairman,
yes.
Please, you don't have to be reading all the letters.
This is so factual.
Okay. Yeah.
We have to know the step that led to the reinstatement.
No, we have all the...
Yes, okay. All right. So, after responding to it, and the second letter came also, we responded to the letter. He now sent the third letter to us, directing and telling us, first of all, that he is the chief legal officer of the country, and that the basis of our dismissing Maina cannot stand because the case, the judge of High Court in Nigeria has quashed the warrant of arrest, and is therefore directed that since the case cannot stand and the basis of our dismissing him cannot stand, we should give effect, consequential effect to that judgment by reinstating him.
Lawyer to the man at the center of the saga shocks members with his position.
Emoluments were paid to him.
When?
Till when? He's still receiving salaries and emoluments.
We'll show you, you will advance documents
okay,
to you to show. If you want a categorical answer, I will tell you yes.
Yes. Up to October.
Honorable member, Madam, I will go further to even let you know that files were sent to minor, even as at last month.
The Attorney General also opens another dimension when he points to the existence of a pension fraud syndicate.
There exists indeed a greater pension fraud dimension that could equally be of interest over and above the issue of reinstatement. So what I'm saying is, in as much as the issue of appearance, disappearance, and reinstatement of minor could be of interest, but the greater picture of interest has to do with pension fraud.
More bombshells continue to drop at the continuation of the hearing on November the 30th. The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Interior, who was not present at the last proceedings, spoke on the letter allegedly reinstating Mr. Maina. The head of service, however, disagrees with his position.
The constitutional body that is mandated by Constitution to only appoint, discipline, and promote issued a letter to whoever they want to issue to release to that person. To me, to the Commission, they have already reinstated him. Whether that letter is given to him or not, he's being reinstated.
Mr. Maina has not been reinstated into the civil service so far as the letter of reinstatement was never endorsed and delivered to him.
The issue of procedure was another point of contention.
So that letter given to Maina, as for me, Permanent Secretary, a copy was sent to me. In that copy sent to me, there was no any statement, wait for head of service to release or what. I don't know whether head of service was issued a letter to give him or not. A copy was sent to me for my information. As Permanent Secretary, I must act on that copy.
In this instance, Mr. Maina was never